The laws of detachment are: allow others to be who they are, allow yourself to be who you are, don't force situations, solutions will emerge, uncertainty is reality, and to embrace it, right? So, me learning about the law of detachment, I think it means to look at people and realize that there are certain things that you have no control over. And when something's outside of you, you really can't do anything about it. So you have to keep that peace and that sanity within you, because you know that everyone who's doing whatever they want to do, like, that's them. Like, you're you. I want to talk about love without attachment. Even though everything that you decide to identify with is what you attach yourself to. But first, I want to say attachment is not love. Attachment is based out of fear and is selfish. When you're attached to someone, you try to become possessive. You try to control their actions, what they do, maybe how they think, and you just don't want someone to be doing anything that would offend you or something that you disagree with. Yeah. So, like, when you become attached to someone, you're moving out of fear because you're uncertain of what's next. You don't know what the situation become. You're afraid to lose someone. And in life, you got to realize that nothing is yours. You can claim nothing is mine. You know, everything's gonna go away. We all came in this world alone. We're gonna leave alone. So you gotta think of it as nothing is really yours. Let me just get into the things that I've written down. Attachment is self-serving. So it's all about you. When someone is attached to somebody, they act in a way that everything that another person does can impact them. You think of someone that you think you love, you're wondering, like, what do I get out of them? What am I gaining from this? What can I lose if I don't have them anymore? Or anything like that. Basically, it's just being selfish. And when you love someone, you do it selflessly. The real pure form of love. You look at it as, what can I give to them? What can I do for you? You know, it's not about you anymore. It's about them. What can I share? How can we grow? Like, stuff like that. How can we become better humans? It's not just, what does man got for me? What he gonna put in my pockets? You know, what does he have to offer? What does he have for himself that I can use? It's like, how can I make you think? How can I make you learn to love? What can I do for you? How can I feed your spirit? At least that's what I think. But anyway, when you're attached to somebody, it's like, how do I live without you? I can't see myself without you. If I can't have you, nobody can. Which is always a crazy thing to say. And it's like, to love someone in that way, because you're attached, it's kind of scary. Only know you love her when you let her go. Like, that's really how you know. But if I can't see you happy with anybody, and I can go great lengths to do some crazy thing, acting out of emotion, to ruin what you got going on or to hurt you, it's like, that's not love. That's not love. We get attached when we use someone as our source of love, when we use someone as the reason to feel loved, when you should really have that love of self to experience real love. I cannot go trying to be with somebody and think that they're the reason for my happiness. They're the reason I want to love myself. They're the reason I want to do these great things in life, when the whole time it should have been me. I'm doing it for me. To become free of feeling like you depend on somebody for love, you need to love yourself. When you find the source of love within yourself, then you really won't be worried about it from anybody else, because it's inside of you. You have a abundant amount. You have an amount of love to share. You want to share love. You want to give love. You're not seeking for it. You have an overflow when you truly love yourself. So basically, the whole idea of that is, when you really love yourself, attaching to things and people, and ultimately whatever's outside of you, the attachments decrease. Like, wanting to attach decreases because you just love yourself that much. Why am I seeking for validation here? Why am I looking for happiness there? Why do I want love there? Why do I feel like I have to do this there, when the real happiness is all within me? I'm so full of love. I got more love to give. I have love to share because I love me. This kind of all goes back to your ego, the you that's not really you. The things you decide to identify with are the things you are attached to, which is your ego. We all think that we are our thoughts, our mind, and our body, but we're really not that. You have to observe that. You have to separate yourself from that. Your body, your thoughts, and your emotions aren't really you. You have to look at it as if it's a separate entity. You shouldn't try to stop caring or change how you feel when feeling emotions. You should just let it be there, but know that it's there. So when detaching from things and trying to learn or embody or not identify with the things of this life, you have to realize that people change, things change, life change. Everything is always evolving. You wouldn't really want anything to stay the same. I was watching a video, and this man, he said, emotions are like the weather. They change if you act from a place of emotion. You're often left with consequences that produce the impulse to act. Actions based off of emotion can change your life. That's like you get mad, and all of a sudden, you want to fight. You turned up one time, all of a sudden, you trying to end the life, and just like that, your life is over because you just acted from an emotion. When you realize that there are things you can't control about someone and you have to just let them be, then you'll move differently. You don't ever want anyone to feel like forced to be with you or feel not free. I wouldn't want to be with nobody who doesn't allow me to be free and be myself. And I was watching something, and the man used like a neighborhood cat as his example for loving without attachments. And it was kind of controversial because people were saying, this is something you do maybe when you're dating and it's like a fresh relationship. But when you're married, you shouldn't look at your partner as just a neighborhood cat that everybody could feed or take care of, or you put milk out, she always gonna come back if you got good milk, but someone else could be taking care of her. Maybe that's not exactly how he said it, because it kind of sounds crazy coming out of my mouth now, but like I kind of get what he was saying. It was like, I let you move freely, I let you live freely, I let you do what makes you happy, and that's me having unconditional love for you. That's me loving you and knowing that whatever you're doing, I still love you no matter what. You having the fear of someone leaving you, you worried about something ending, is having attachment to them and not real love. So to me, real love is knowing that you cannot control a situation, but still engaging in it. And not even the situation, it's like you cannot control the person. They're gonna make the decisions they want to make. They're gonna live the life they want to live, and so should you. But because you love them no matter what. Like, you're gonna accept them as they are. I don't need to control you. I don't need to hold you down, lock you down, force you to not communicate with others. Live the way you want to live because I love you. I'd much rather love somebody freely than love them in a way in which they feel like they can't escape me. Because nothing in this life is permanent. So once you accept that for what it is, nothing in this life is permanent, you'll be okay. You'll be alright. Alright, this is what someone said about attachment and a possible reason for having an attachment type of love. When you come from a childhood lacking security and emotional support, you often end up looking for a partner as an adult, hence the attachment. Looking for a partner to fill a role the parent should have filled. Love without attachment is the choice to love and respect others' freedom. So when you see that nothing in life is permanent, it can all end at any time. Someone could decide to do what's best for them and not be involved with you. Or just knowing that nothing is permanent and life is short, then you would cherish moments with people more. So from the quote, attached to nothing, connect to everything, someone said this quote refers to having no means of addiction over any particular thing or person in life. At the end of the day, people, no matter how close they can be to you, will leave willfully or not. Additionally, things in life, as for materialistically, are also temporary and can easily become obsolete. Overall, as the quote suggests, when you fully understand that attachment to certain things in life, whether good or bad, is ultimately an attempt to seek certain feelings, which can be also temporary, it'll be easier to move along in life and be connected to the things that truly matter to you and your existing. In other words, don't be reliant and be more meaningful. It's quality, not quantity. If we reflect on nature, we realize that birds do not accumulate any material things. They are always caring for each other and flock with one another to make each other successful. On the other hand, humans want to be financially well to do and regulate the value of human relationships. Nature teaches us to be connected with everything without being attached to anything. The birds, the animals, and the plants are connected to every part of nature. They do not get attached to anything. On the other hand, we as humans get attached to our possessions and are not connected to other humans as we succeed in life. Life's basic principle: everything will pass, not everything is permanent. Life itself isn't even permanent. You see, you need to come out of the fear of losing out to something that you are attached to, because someday or another, it is going to get away from you. You shouldn't hold yourself back to experience things just because the fear of losing. Experience everything, enjoy the moment, collect great memories, move on. Patience is the key to come out of this fear. When you look for someone, a partner, and you feel like their half completes you, then you're also just a half, you know? So when you feel incomplete without another being, then you're lacking something. You're lacking something more than what they can give you. You cannot love somebody correctly if you feel like they're the reason that you're happy, that you're whole, and that you love. You have to already be whole before you can be somebody else's. Does that make sense? I wouldn't go seeking for someone who feels like I'm their other half that fulfills them and makes them whole. Cool, I could be your better half, sounds good, right? But I hope that means that you're whole and you have love in yourself and you love yourself and you don't need me to necessarily love you, but that's extra. You know, you got the love within you, but you can do without me. I don't want no one to feel dependent on my love in order for them to be happy. I want you to be happy first and love yourself first. And then happy old me comes along and makes you feel grand and amazing and jumping up and down. As long as you love yourself first. Yeah. I don't want to fill up no hole. Because when I'm gone, you still gonna have a hole. You still gonna have a hole to fill. Who gonna fill a hole? Somebody else? No, you have to fill your own hole. If you find yourself attached to anything, then you won't really enjoy the beauty of this world, because you're gonna be so focused on that thing you feel like you're missing, that you won't be able to be here and be present and enjoy the time now. This is why I be feeling like everything is connected. Facts, everything is connected. What? That's the whole point. Attached to nothing, connect to everything. Anyway, like your ego, girl, your ego, like, disconnect from that. Step outside of that. Watch that. Observe that. But feel how you feeling. Feel how you feeling. And be present. Enjoy life. Don't be having something as silly as that destroy your life. But yeah, if you find yourself attached to anything, you won't really enjoy life, because you're going to be so worried about what you don't have. And you need to be worried about what you do have and what you can enjoy right now, and what's in your face and what you love right here and right now, not what it could be. Be happy for what you got right now. So yeah, and the Tao Te Ching, it basically says that you being unattached, if you're not hooked to anything, then you can connect to everything. There should be no anger in your life, because the emotions come from attaching yourself to the things that hurt you. Being unattached, you can enjoy life and be fully present. Fill your bowl to the brim and it will spill. Keep sharpening your knife and it will blunt. Chase after money and security and your heart will never unclench. Care about people's approval and you will be their prisoner. Do your work, then step back. The only path to serenity. My camera died. So here we are finishing the rest on my phone. So, basically, when practicing detachment or like living by that, you need to just know that detachment doesn't mean you have no feelings or you aren't feeling those things. It's just like you're not identifying with it and you know how to control yourself. And when I say control yourself, it means you're able to feel those feelings without allowing them to control you. You have to realize that everything that you might want isn't always what you need. You have to let go of the things that you cannot change. And suffering is refusing to accept situations for what they are, or life for what it is, or literally things for what they are. So that's where you would want to practice detachment, or really presence. That's why I feel like everything connects, because you only suffer when you're not allowing something to just be. You have to understand that others' spiritual journey and work has nothing to do with you, and everything you do is really personal and for you. Like this life journey is individualized. We all have our own life, our own mind, our own thoughts, you know. So when attaching to nothing, you should just be patient with yourself and choosing how you react to situations, not just reacting. So instead of snapping, maybe you should be like, hold up, let me not snap right now. Let me keep it calm and cordial. So yeah, in this life, realize that nothing is forever. Nothing is permanent. Security is an illusion. Somebody could go at any second and gone. You feel me? Poof. Casper. Just like things. Material things. This is something I've been thinking about recently. It's like you pray and you ask for the things you want, and God might give you those things that you desired, and you're so happy, and you begged and begged for it, so you're so happy, and you're at an all-time high. But if all those things just went away in an instant, are you still thanking God? Are you still hoping for better? Or are you mad? Are you cursing? Are you not the same person that you were? So that's something I really want to think about and keep in mind when asking for things and not changing and forgetting about what got me those things in the first place and whose control it was in. So yeah, once you get everything you desire, are you still going to thank God? Yeah, but that's really all I wanted to talk about. Attaching, detaching, love, life, just the things I learned. So I'm gonna leave you with the quote: attached to nothing, connect to everything.